I should probably ping the Young Falcon guys first. Oh, never mind. So I think we're back live. Yeah, we're back live. Hopefully we are not stuttering now, and so we will get to truly enjoy.
Hello, folks. We are back.
Yay! I was right. We are back. Sweet.
And it would appear that our stuttering problem is resolved.
Even better than sweet. Okay, so you guys can now enjoy in full 2 frames per second speed this wonderful game. So yeah, so
best of luck.
Thank you. So 3, 2, 1, go. Actually go. So welcome to Hoshi Miru Hito for real. This is hopefully what the game is actually supposed to look at like this time. So we start off very quickly. We just saved the game, and now we crossed the continent. So basically what's happening there is we are using a two controllers. We're using controller 1 and controller 3 to be specific. And whenever we press left on controller 1 and right on controller 3, half the game thinks we're moving left and half the game thinks we're moving right. And so it turns out that the half of the game that determines where we are on screen, whether or not we get encounters or not, all that fun stuff, is different from the half that determines where we re-enter the game after we exit the save menu. And we found an encounter. Okay, that was unfortunate. And I restarted the timer. That was also unfortunate. Hopefully I won't do that again. But, so we're not strong enough to fight anything. At all. This is, so we need to basically...
This is exactly like the casual experience too, by the way. Generally speaking, you run into many fights that you just die to immediately, about the first 10, and you have to reset.
Yeah, I see someone asking in chat if this is a multi-tap game. This is not a multi-tap game. This is just a normal Famicom game that it turns out that if you run it with a multi-tap, it cannot tell the difference between controller ports 1 and 3, which just lets us do lots of fun things. Because, so it literally thinks it's the same as controller 1. So yeah, we moonwalk. Whatever. Passwords are great. If you read that password really fast, you'll notice something that looks like a copyright symbol. You're probably thinking to yourself, oh, that's just some Japanese kana. No, that's a copyright symbol. You know what? I'm gonna fight this. There's a chance we beat this. There's also a chance that it permanently paralyzes us. So this is the combat screen. One important thing to note is that you'll notice that it says that we have 4 HP in a little corner of our box. That's actually 40-something HP. I think it's exactly 30 now. And yeah, it just drops the 1's digit of your HP. The enemy just ran from that fight. Now you're probably wondering, why did we not run from that fight? We're level 0. Also, we're level 0. The answer is that we can't run from fights at all. Only enemies can run from fights. But we have made it. We have made it to Shiba, the second member of our party. First member is Minami. So yeah, so we have Shiba and we have Minami. And we can probably now beat enemies. So we're going to try. We're going to try to hit level 1. That is our goal. So, yeah. So we're just going to try to get an encounter. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So basically the goal is to survive long enough to get an encounter that we could actually manage and then go back to the main town, which, by the way, the opening screen had a main town. You couldn't see it because it was invisible. You'll get to see it shortly, and no, that's not because of a speedrunning bug. It is actually invisible in the game.
It is invisible on...
wander.
It is invisible on purpose. Like, there's a person in town who you can talk to, and they say, oh, yeah, we made our town invisible so the monsters couldn't find it. And it's just, why? Why would you do this?
I'm still trying to figure if it was a feature or a bug kind of thing. You know, like, he couldn't, for some reason, had a bug that the opening town he couldn't show, so he's like, okay, let's just make it so that it's invisible. But, I don't know, that doesn't make any sense either.
Anyway, so the enemies we just found... Yeah, so the enemies we just fought are Junk Coons. They have 2 HP. And give you 3 XP when you kill them. Now we're fighting Flak Senpais. Flak Senpais have 3 HP and give you 5 XP when you kill them. These are actually the ultimate best enemies to face in the opening areas. We just killed them both. Our guys have 11 XP. They are level 1. That's what that thing sound, man. That thing is going to be our best friend this run. And we just turned on the power, and because we're level 1, we can warp back to that first city. for some reason. I don't know. But hey, we're in the first city. So yeah, you'll notice it's very beautiful. Please enjoy the wonderful 8-bit graphics. So I see some talk about passwords. So passwords in this game save your XP and they save your gold. However, they only save your XP in multiples of 4, and they only save your gold in multiples of 255. Also, that NPC is really far away, so we'll just sort of bring her up with us. Oof. And this NPC heals us, which is really convenient. And then we're also going to update where we save. And you'll notice that the background is changing very randomly. This is because the game is very confused. Moonwalking confuses the game. There is supposed to be a door here. This door is not here because of the glitch. Normally there would actually be a door here. Don't worry about it. Anyway, so this is a maze. You probably can't tell it's a maze because all of the walls look alike. Trust me on this, I'm just walking over walls backwards, but this is a maze. And now, okay, so now I've just done a map scroll glitch, which makes the game think that I'm in a completely different sector than I actually am. Also, I'm walking on a damage tile, so I'm going to switch characters now so I don't die. You'll have to trust me on that one because there's no actual hint. Now we're... I'm sorry, I love this game so much. Okay, so we could actually walk. So our goal is to get to that little cave to the bottom right. So we're gonna save the game to get there, and now we have teleported there. So now we're in the second city. We're in the third city of the game. We skipped the second city. Don't worry about it. And so this girl on the bottom left is our next character we're gonna recruit. Also, we need to get some grub from the right side of the map. So we just scroll the right side of the map to the left side of the map because that's faster. So we need to get 4 of these grapes, and also we need to talk to Ine and recruit her to our party. Yay! Ine is in our party. Which just means, oh, this is nice. It's a fun pun. Don't worry about it. I love this game is great. Anyways, the exit is pretty far away from here, so again, we'll just scroll the exit to us by moonwalking. This makes perfect sense. And see, that was an exit to the map. So now we just went here for some reason. I don't want to be here, so in a world record attempt, I'd actually just do the next part of the game right now. But here, I'm going to go heal. So we just warp to the town, and we're going to heal. And then we get to go to the next part of the game. So it's going to be about a minute for me to, like, walk there if you want to, like, say something, I guess.
Yeah, sure. One of the things that seems to be kind of little known about this, this game was apparently one person. So if you're familiar with the Dragon Rush, which is, you know, programmed, illustrated, music composed by, prose written by, etc., one person. This seems to be the same situation. There was this company called Hot D, which was previously an advertising agency, and decided to get into making games, and they contracted with this company called Original. But as far as anyone can tell, Original is composed of one employee, Naoki Morishima. He went out to make Big Base, which is a fishing game you might have heard of before. That's possibly the only one. And he also went on to make one of the worst Game Boy games ever made, called Monster Truck. So if anyone's looking for some bad Game Boy games, you got that. And he also eventually went to be a producer, and he was a producer on Super Back to the Future Part 2 for the SNES, which is actual good game.
So just to interrupt you for a second, you'll notice that you can see nothing right now. You hear that little beep? That was the sound of me picking up a plot critical item. I have literally no idea how you're supposed to find that. I actually didn't want to save the game. I wanted to jump. But yeah, plot critical item on the ground. No idea how you're supposed to find that, but we can now beat the game because we found that item. You may continue.
So there's no hint for that item or anything whatsoever. You're just supposed to somehow notice there is a slight beep in the background if you happen to step on that tile, and there's an item now in your inventory, and that's how you're supposed to do it. Apparently, that is the only indication anywhere in the game. There's not like a text hint anywhere. There's no character who gives any dialogue.
Yeah, also that item in the English patch is just like item number 7. It was not given its actual name, which is oxygen pipe. Not sure why. I don't know. The English patch is special. Anyways, these are Pairs a Debu's. Debu is clearly supposed to be devil. They missed. I don't know what I think it's supposed to be Beelzebub, maybe? Maybe that's what it's supposed to be? Beelzebub, but they just like screwed up horribly? I don't really know. They lose a lot on enemies. Anyways, they have 6 HP. We're gonna kill them. So another thing to notice is that you'll notice that we do 0 to 3 HP barehanded inclusive. And I said barehanded because if we buy weapons, the enemy defense now gets to apply, which means we'll just do 1 damage, period. So our damage goes down. And then eventually we'll hit enemies with more defense, and then our damage will go down again. So if you're playing this game casually, first of all, I'm sorry, stop. Second of all, don't buy weapons. They make you weaker. They make you weaker by a lot. But anyways, our current objective is to make it into a shifting garden that shifts every frame or two into a random square. We just found it. Good job. It's pretty easy to find. So yeah. We were at like 20-something XP. I kind of lost track. Whoops. We just picked up a potion on the ground. Again, the game doesn't tell you. The game will tell you if you pick up gold drops, so you don't need these. Oh, hey, a Salamando. So this guy has... Salamando, not Salamander. This guy has 4 HP. He also is the first enemy in the game that can use the Karyu attack. What does the Karyu attack do? It paralyzes you. But that's not all. It is uncurable paralyze. But that's not all. It also deals damage every step, but that's not all. It also doesn't cure when you leave battle. It doesn't cure, you have to cure... Uh-oh, well this guy's kind of scary. This guy could one-shot Aine, hopefully he won't. He has 12 HP, he's a problem. I'd run away from him, but I can't. So, we're just gonna fight. Hey, we dealt 7 HP damage in the first turn, that's really good. And he decided to be merciful and only deal 4 damage. He can deal 4, or he can deal 60. This game is great. Okay, so we have a 50-50 chance to kill him this turn. Come on, Aine, you got this. Yes! That is tons of XP. Oh, also, so that Karyu thing. You can buy Karyu potions in town. And... if you buy the Karyu potion in town and you try to throw it at an enemy, you'll just drink it yourself, and then you have Karyu. I think I need to pick up 1 more. I usually only pick up 2 of these, but for marathon safety, I'm picking up 4. Anyways, oh yeah, so I'm picking up fruit. You use fruit to make potions. This game has some nice ideas. It has some really nice ideas.
Yeah, this is definitely... I mean, if you just pick up each individual system, I mean... keep in mind, this was made basically the same year as like Final Fantasy II. I mean, they didn't even really have named characters to enter your party. That was really a new thing for this. There's all sorts of innovations in this game. It just...
Also, I want you to notice I exited the dungeon on the right side of the map, and I respawned back where I started the entire game. Just gonna put that out there. Also, it's important to mention, you'll notice that the ESP menu, which is the magic menu, is the default option on the combat screen. If I select ESP, that is a committal menu. I am not allowed to undo that choice. I have to cast a magic at that point. If I have no MP and I cannot cast a magic, I lose my turn. What is the plot? Okay, so the plot is basically that a bunch of monsters showed up and started killing all the psychics because they were the only things that could fight back. So we're the last psychics, but we're all kids. Hey, we leveled up. Okay, so that means that we just hit level 2, which is huge. Anyways, we need to get some stuff on the right side of the map. So again, we're just gonna scroll the map, and now it's on the left side of the map because that's faster.
There's actually some other text about an evil supercomputer, but it's not actually real. When you actually get to the real villains of the plot, it has nothing to do with the supercomputer at all. So
yeah, we'll see
I don't know if it's intended as a twist or what exactly.
I don't know. I never beat this game normally. Also, you'll just notice that we entered a town that was invisible. I think we mentioned that. Don't worry about it. Anyways, we have to make the potions now. So, what makes this really tricky is that each character has their own 521. Yeah, 521. has their own individual gold, and so we have to switch regularly to to just spread out the cost of buying the stop moving! Stop buying the potion ingredients, which we have to do one at a time. Good game. Good game design. 9 out of 10. I might be out of gold. Hopefully not. Hey, I'm not. Sweet. Okay, so actually, we're just gonna go down here. We're gonna pick up 4 more potions. Normally we wouldn't do this part, but for marathon safety, we're going to be doing this now so that we can save the game. And by save the game, I mean we'll have a password. Hopefully we won't need that password, but we might. But hopefully we won't need it.
I'm just waiting for you to enter that in live. That's gonna be fun.
Oh god, please. The password screen is special. The password screen is very, very special. We will enjoy that. Hopefully never, but if we do enjoy that, we will enjoy that. You may have noticed earlier that I mentioned that there are copyright symbols in the password. There's a lot more symbols besides that. Anyways, so we gotta make more potions first. So we're gonna make. So the earlier potions we made are flats. Flats are sort of like bombs that only work against mechs, but that's fine because that's all we want them to work against. Now we're making Rado Hose, which are MP potions. So she might be out of gold. We'll find out in a second. She's not. Sweet. Also, if I enter this in the wrong order, I just lose the ingredients and the money. I don't know which one's worse. It's pretty bad. Yeah, okay, yeah, the password has all kana, all katakana, baby symbols of a lot of the kana, and numbers, English letters, copyright symbols, the fiend symbol, lots of fun stuff. Anyways, time to save the game. Let's memorize this password. I want every single one of you in the chat to please write this down. I'm gonna be lazy and hit print screen. But every one of you, I expect you to write that down. I want you guys to be my backup plan in case I forget my password, okay? Okay. Great. Glad we got that down. I did heal, right? Let me just make sure I healed. Yeah, I healed. Sweet. Okay, so we just walked out of bounds, and now we're in this part of the map for some reason. So our goal is to find 2 enemies whose names are one of... so it's not this enemy. Also, at some point during that grind, we unlock the ability to make people run away one at a time. But hey! So when we teleport people away, it can either succeed or it can fail. If it failed, which is what just happened, we immediately... Oh, this is the battle we want. Okay, I'm distracted. Say things. I have a battle to fight.
Well, I will try to finish what he was saying about teleport. So, yeah, we leveled up enough to get a teleport ability, which is kind of like running away. If it succeeds, so like we succeed in casting our spell, it teleports us away 1 person at a time. If it fails, it immediately teleports us all away, and that's actually what we want. So we want our teleport spell to fail, succeed. And it's really bizarre how it works actually in terms of failure and succeeding. It has to do with the enemy portraits on the top of the screen. And if the square has ever been filled by an enemy portrait,
at any point that it has not been killed, by the way. So it will remember from past battles.
Right, yeah. So we're not talking about like this battle. We're talking about previous battles. That will be a possible failure. So it's like it's rolling a dice that's 4-sided dice, right? And if it gets the first 2 spots, that means we failed the teleport roll. Second 2 spots, then we succeeded. We want to fail to casting the spell. That's. There's another spell that we actually want to succeed, so that makes it even better.
Okay, so you'll notice, by the way, just quick interrupt. Sheba just survived at 0 HP. Good times. So each of these robots has 50 HP. Just to actually talk about the fight that's happening, and so. Oh god. Okay, Aine is 1 hit from death. We're probably gonna have to restart to load our save. But we did kill one of them. Okay. So the flats that we threw at them can do anywhere from 10 to 25 HP, and we really want them to do 25, and that's a 15. So hopefully they won't punch Aine, or we do have to reset. Okay, so far so good, but we have to do a lot more damage. They only dealt 26, 28. So anyways, any of these enemies are either ramjets or lawn chairs or ramjets or launchers or something. Still not punching Aine. Yeah, we only have the one. Yeah, the battle sprites are actually really good in this game. I really like the kid sprites. I really like the enemy sprites. I probably shouldn't call them sprites because they don't move. But
that would take too many frames.
oh yeah, no, like yeah, we're on a tight frame budget here, guys. Like we don't want to break the streaming computer again. Hey, we dealt damage that attack.
Sorry, just out of curiosity, because it seems like we should have lost by now. Are they less likely to punch Aine? I was just thinking.
No, we're just getting incredibly lucky. Or maybe the game is just lulling us into a false sense of security before it murders us mercilessly. But no, this is not Dragon Quest. There is no preference to punch the guy on the left. The game has been punching Shiba and Minami almost exclusively. We did have to heal Shiba earlier, and thankfully the game just hasn't killed us yet, because Shiba is 2 hits from death again after being healed. Minami is still pretty healthy, and Aine has been at 1 punch to die for a while, but we're almost done with the fight. Okay, so we should probably kill it this round, which is convenient because we won't live another round with high probability. Okay, come on, show me damage, please deal non-zero, yes, we won. Okay, we won a fight. So we just got 200 XP and leveled up to level 4-ish. We're gonna go heal.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was so clutch. That was incredibly clutch. I cannot describe how clutch that was. So we have to fight another battle out here first, because we are currently level 3. And we need to be level 4. We only gained 1 level up in that fight, despite getting enough XP to hit level 4, because this is a good game. But we got a Flak Senpai, so Flak Senpai will happily let us kill him. So you notice I've been calling enemies Junk-kun and Flak Senpai. You're probably wondering why I'm such a weeb and name things that. And the answer is I'm not that much of a weeb. This game, most of the routing work was done by a person named Shal Diff, a Japanese runner over on Nico Nico. And that runner is a huge weeb. And I know he's a huge weeb because when he was explaining his process of discovering the 3-controller glitch and that it worked, he explained this via a parody song of, I don't have to get those, do I? A parody version of Skyclad Observer from Steins Gate, sung by a Vocaloid, and that just was the parody version of that. So yeah, so that was, I mean, I don't know if you can still be a weeb when you're actually a Japanese person, but whatever. Just otaku then, whatever. So, anyway, so when they were explaining it, basically what gave them their inspiration was that they watched Seth Bling's run of Super Mario World Any%. Now, which uses 4 controllers as part of its fun, glitchy madness. Now, if you understand anything about how Super Mario World Any% works... Oh no! Okay. We got Karyu'd, but it's fine because they Karyu'd the person who's not the teleporter. I didn't save the game after pulling that off, so we're going to get out of this battle, and then we're going to heal, and then we're going to save the game. Because she is permanently paralyzed. But we're fine, it's fine, everything is fine. This is why the estimate is an hour on a game where this world record is a half an hour. Where was I? Okay, Seth Bling. So yeah, so Seth Bling, Super Mario World Any% run. The reason why that works has absolutely nothing, let's save the game, to do with why this glitch works. Because basically they're just using a very simple stack overflow on the Super Mario World, and here it's that the Famicom cannot tell the difference between controller port. This game on the Famicom cannot tell the difference between controller ports 1 and controller ports 3. On the NES it wouldn't work. Fun tidbit. But Famicom it will work. So there was no reason why Shal Diff's inspiration should have figured this out, but it did, and it's wonderful. We hit another robot. We no longer want to fight these robots, unfortunately. But we immediately had a teleport fail, which is fantastic, because that just takes us right out of the battle. Oh, it's a sleeper. Okay, so this guy is great. He has 64 HP, and he is vulnerable to bad air. So, bad air is a really fun ability that doesn't actually work. But it just dealt 6... well, it works just fine. Anyways, he's at 48 HP left. He's at 41 HP left. We're going to keep very careful track of how much HP he has left, because this is important. He has 39 HP left. So, I'll explain bad air later, because I have to focus right now. 38. 38. Okay, yeah, 37 damage. Ha ha ha. Drink the rattle hole! Because he's evil. 34! That's why we're beating up a Stardew Valley character. 32! Our target is to bring him down to 31. Well, he's at 31. Our target HP 28 is 19. 26. 24. 24 again. The reason why we don't want to bring him any lower than that is because he will flee at 16 HP. 24 again. 23. 21. 19. Okay, everybody block. Everybody block. All blockers. All blockers. Nobody attack. He's at 19 HP. Okay, so we are going to use bad air one more time. Okay, he's at 4 HP. That's a bad number, but we can deal. 3. Okay, we're gonna use Deaf Mind. How does Deaf Mind work? We'll explain later. It succeeded. Now we got another turn. Don't ask why. I don't. It's fun. 4 HP again. 2 HP. We're gonna use Deaf Mind again. It succeeded again. 2 HP. He is down. We just got 1,000 experience. We are rich in experience. We are brilliant. That's how XP works. And so we'll just warp the town. So, I believe I promised you some explanations. So, bad air. Bad air is only effective against enemies that breathe. Which includes the sleeper, which has the highest XP drop in the game. At max power level, also spells have power level. If the enemy has at least 16 HP, it will deal 14 through 18 damage. If the enemy has less than 16 HP, it will deal 0 damage. That's about it. That's all there really is to explain. It's pretty great. So the farmer is a metal slime. It is a metal slime, and it is also sort of technically the most powerful enemy of the game. Anyways, we are currently walking out of bounds on our way to the next area of the game. Meanwhile, it is time to explain the other spell that I used. It was Deaf Mind. What Deaf Mind does is it's much like Teleport. It checks one of the enemies on screen, including enemies that you've previously run away from if you've run away from enemies in other slots and not had them killed at some point. And if that enemy has less than 10 times the power level of the spell, it resets the... It just resets the turn order. So you just skip the entire enemy turn. Pretty strong. Somebody asked, can we talk to astronauts? We can. They don't have anything interesting to say. Because right now we're in a maze. And the maze has enemies every 8 steps. And it is terrifying. And it is awful. And we can walk on walls where there's no enemies.
It's not a speedrun glitch, by the way. You could just walk.
Oh yeah, no, it's just you can casually walk on walls in this part of the game. It's pretty great. But if we were walking on the white squares, we would be encountering enemies right now. Good times. Thank you for appreciating the commentary. Okay, so we have one square here. Everyone pray we don't get an encounter. Yes! We didn't get an encounter! That would have been really bad, because if we had to run away and our teleport failed, we would have gone all the way back to the start of this area. But we have reached our destination, the cockpit. The cockpit is full of orcas and dolphins, and for some reason, we should probably talk to them. We can't talk to them yet, so we're going to leave, and we're going to get into another battle. And we're going to run away from it, because we can't... It's a robot, and we can't kill robots anymore. We can only kill the one robot all run. Literally one robot. That is the limit on robots for the entire run. So when we run away from this guy, we will hit level 6. 6, I tell you. And you want to know what happens at level 6? 2 of my characters can use teleport. So we can get out of these battles twice as fast. See? Leveled up. So yes, we're trying to find another sleeper or a white croc. Those are our goals. Poisons are not our goals. Poisons are bad.
Ultimate goal is level 9 because we're trying to get a spell called telepathy so we can figure out what's going on with those dolphins.
Teleport fail! Woohoo! Why are we getting experience? We're not getting experience. We got enough experience to level up from the previous fight. It only can level up you 1 level at a time. Yeah. So we're looking for the right enemies. Each of the right enemies has a 1 in 16 chance to spawn. Also, we hit a high enough level that you'll notice that our character sprites leveled up. We're now teenage children instead of little, like, 5-year-olds trying to save the world. It's spawning me a lot of robots. This could take a while. Yep, that's right, Tegiri. We just got new character sprites, and they're pretty awesome. Well, there's actually another level of character sprites that we could additionally get if we played this game for, like, until we got to, like, level 30 or something. I don't know. This seems like a fun time to talk about stats. So there's 3 stats that each of your character has in this game besides HP and MP. The first stat is defense. Does exactly what it says on the tin. Defends you from damage. It never gets high enough to matter. Your second stat is speed. Speed does nothing. Oh, I hit the wrong spell. So that was a committal menu. I could not back out of that menu, so we were stuck casting that spell. Don't worry about it. Hey, teleport failed. Yay. So, the third stat in the game is skill. Skill is a damage multiplier for weapons. However, it is a multiplier that is multiplying it by, like... So the best character in the game at shooting, who is the character who has an empty slot because we never recruit them in the speedrun, has a max proficiency of 90. The multiplier for the best weapon in the game is 0.12. So if they get to deal an extra 9 damage-ish? Whatever. Some very small number of damage. Yeah. We're not finding a fight that we can win very easily. But hopefully we'll find one soon. I'm actually gonna go to town and heal up MP because Shiva's getting a little low. You are staticking ultra hard, Omega.
Moment.
Nah, we're just having a little bit of mic problems. Don't worry about it. Or worry about it. One of the two. Looks like Omega. You back?
I should be back, although I'm not going to really be able to be back.
That's fine. Okay, yeah.
I'm sorry. I've got some both technical issues and some physical issues going on.
Yeah, take care of that.
It's okay.
I'll be fine. So yeah. Let's see, what else can I explain about this game that's fun? Yeah. So as I mentioned, the English patch, the text in this game is really bad. It's very impossible to tell what anything's supposed to be. There are grammatical errors anywhere. This is an enemy we can fight. This is a Dona. It's a doll. It's probably also a typo. This enemy is vulnerable to bad air. She has 62 HP and she can heal herself. So we're gonna really hope she doesn't heal herself. We dealt 17 on that first attack. And we dealt 7 on the second one, so that's 24 total damage. which puts her at, from 62 minus 24 is going to be, I don't know, like 38? 38. So she's at 38. Let's do another bad air. Okay, so she's at 22 now. That's a pretty good number. She's at 20 now. So we're gonna do a level 3 Death Mind. That should give me another turn. It did. Sweet. We're gonna do bad air again. Okay, she's at 5 now. You gonna do an attack? I didn't want to do an attack, actually. Oh, well, too late. So she's at 3 now. We're gonna do another Death Mind. Hopefully it'll work. It worked. Sweet. So she's at 3 HP. We should be able to get this kill. She's at 2 HP. She's at 1 HP. Odds are better if I just attack. Yes! We killed her. Okay. So that is fantastic. We just got enough XP to hit level 9. We have not actually hit level 9. We got to get in one more fight to hit level 9. Hey, we got a sleeper. I don't care. We're just going to run away. So we'll get Aine out of here. Succeeded. Minami succeeded. This is weird. I'm getting a lot of successes. And it failed! So teleport failed. Good job, teleport. Sleepers are super good, but we have enough XP to beat the game. Let me just double check. We are at level 9! Actually, we need to make sure Aine is level 9. Yep. Aine is level 9. It is time to beat the game. First, we teleport back to the starting town. And we are going to talk to the healer and get healed because the areas of the final town area that we're about to visit kill you. And I did lose a run once to that, and I am not losing this marathon run to getting killed by the stupid damaged floors in the final town. Next, we go back to the cockpit, or excuse me, we go back to the laboratory. And now we can talk to them. So let's just get them out of the water. Nice and easy. No, stop jumping. Stop. Go back. Go back. Okay, let's get them out of the water. And then we can telepathy with them. And he's like, this colony is is filled with water. It's the perfect place for orcas and dolphins to live. You think humans are just gonna have to shove off. And we're just like, we don't want to shove off. So we're gonna go to the cockpit and talk to the captain. And how do we get to there, you ask? Well, the first thing we do is we run from a battle. Immediate failure. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Okay, so this will bring us to this part of the map. Now we're gonna go through that door to the north. Looks like I lost a mic. Oh, and the mic is back. And now we're gonna go do a little bit of moonwalking over there. Gonna walk over here. We're gonna save the game one last glorious time. Remember this password. And that brings us to the door. Now we're in the cockpit. There was a door there that we needed a key. We moonwalked over it. You should be used to that by now. Here's the captain. Let's talk to him. He's like, I'm the leader. I don't think you're worthy of talking to. You must find someone to declare you worthy of talking to. So we're going to save a checkpoint here, and then we're just going to go down because the exit to the map, thanks to our earlier bit of shenanigans, is now here. And then we will warp back to the laboratory. We'll talk to this dolphin in the upper right. Hi, dolphin. How's it going? And he's like, you look awesome. You have two choices. Either you stay on this planet with us, or you skedaddle. And we're like, nah, I don't like those options. I'm picking a third option. We're gonna beat them. Right, Twitch Fat, we're gonna beat these enemies. We're going to win this battle. We are going to save the world from the dolphin and orca menace. So we're gonna talk to them. And we're gonna be given three options. Do we say we can live with them? We can go away, or we can fight. We choose to fight. We lost. They didn't program the final battle into the game.
Yeah, so basically we picked dooming all humanity as our option because it was the fastest one off the menu. That's the only reason we
actually going away and leaving the planet to them is actually the fastest option. I just really like picking fight. It's funny.
I thought the other one was faster. Oh, okay.
Nope. No Kodo has to. Anyway, so that is the run. We are done. GG's.
You just like dooming humanity. Oh, great.
I mean, yeah. But yeah, so 38 minutes. So just to give you some perspective on this time includes me restarting at the beginning of the game a couple times. The second fastest time by anyone, the fastest time by anyone not by me, is 39 minutes and like 38 seconds or something like that. So this time is incredible. I'm very happy with this. And I believe that we have the final run of the marathon coming up for you guys. So, whenever you...
By the way, if you want a free world record, nobody's ever run this without the third controller glitch. So
no. Shadow Div ran this without the third controller glitch. It is an hour-and-a-half speed run, and it... Yeah, like, good luck getting out of the first 10 minutes of that speed run. Yeah.
I know, I didn't see that one.
Like, that speed run does exist. It's pretty great. It's on, like, the first half of the speed run is on... YouTube, and the other half of the speedrun is only on Nico Nico. But feel free to hunt that one down if anyone's interested.
Yeah, I thought it was. I didn't think it was done. I thought it was.
Oh, it shouldn't be done, but it's been done. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. You've been a wonderful Twitch chat. Yeah, so whenever, sorry for finishing underestimate, but I knew this was either going to become super close to the estimate or get super close to the world record, and it wound up being on the later end. So we did have technical difficulties, so I guess that balances out. So yeah, so whenever you're ready to cut away. I guess I might have like... Okay, so I guess while we're waiting, because we never had to load a password, this is the password insertion music. You will notice that I have to select letters one at a time.